So my mission is to study the art and science of happiness in order to share practical tools to help you to be happier in life. And now there's a couple ways I do this. So you can watch videos on my channel. A lot of them are breakdowns of kind of science-based tools and research, as well as some kind of life stories and sometimes art or more philosophy type stuff. I publish written resources at StudyHappiness.Blog, which you can leave an email there and get resources that way, which I include information to down below. And finally, I want to do maybe a minute just going a little bit more in depth on this final piece I'm creating, which is kind of my master theory of happiness, I call it. But what it is a living knowledge base, sort of like an external brain or a happiness Wikipedia that has all these different notes and insights and tools relating to happiness. So take a look at this. Hey, I'm going to give you a quick tour of this theory of happiness, this kind of living knowledge base I've been working on. So how this works is it's a network of notes and resources that are, like I said, an external brain or kind of a happiness Wikipedia. It's based on the Zettelkasten, which you can look into, as well as Antti Machuska's note writing system. So you find research, references, lessons, etc. And again, the goal is to create this network knowledge base of information. So you can jump in and follow trails of interlinked ideas. You can also follow keywords or tags. So here's an example of a tag. Is I tag them based on application. So one is like if you're into coaching or maybe like a therapy setting, you can search tag_CT app and jump in. Oh, there's a note that relates to that. And they can read here, okay, to change, you must change identity to change behavior. So to change, we must challenge the stories we tell ourselves about who we are, insert a new set of stories about who we are, then create proof that that's true through small actions. This creates a loop of reinforcing new identity and new behaviors. And then you might say, well, what does that connect to? Well, oh, I see that it has, each of my notes will have these connections here. Say, oh, this relates to the role of compounding in behavior change. So why don't we take a look at that? So compounding is a powerful force if you overcome variance strain. And then I explain here what it means to do compounding, both literally and in the lifestyle context. So then you can go back to home. For instance, there's your tags. And then I also share here some notes, some resource directory, as well as the outline for all of my notes. So under resources, you might say, oh, book summaries. Okay, that looks interesting. I'll go to resources, go to book summaries. Oh, Tony Robbins. Okay, I've heard about him. And then you have a really in-depth resource here based on my experience going to Tony Robbins UPW. Then you can come back here. Again, all these various notes that branch into further notes. The final thing that you may want to check out, I'd recommend the start here with the Learned Happiness model. In this resource, I give a big overview of my thinking about happiness, kind of a working model, and within it, I include references to other resources as well. So I hope you'll have fun playing around with this and start to see how it works with, for instance, right, within this note even, there's a note on human perception. So that I can jump in here and learn more about perception. And this is a living system, constantly evolving it. But I hope it's useful that you can explore, connect new ideas, make new connections, and learn a whole lot about happiness.